Hi everyone, my name is Amy Shaughnessy. You might recognize me as team captain for Carol's crew, but this year I've taken on a few new roles here at the chapter. I now sit on the board of directors, I'm the chair for the Fund Development Committee, and I'm also the Pittsburgh Walk to Defeat ALS event lead. This year, our committee and the staff have been working overtime to adjust to the COVID-19 restrictions. We want to keep everyone safe as we walk to defeat ALS in September. We did a lot of research and we think we came up with a great solution to keep everyone safe, engaged, and more importantly, motivated to continue to raise funds for those living with ALS within our community. No, the event is not canceled. No, the event is not going to be virtual. We are bringing the event to you. But before we jump into the recording of our recent kickoff presentation, I want to send a quick thank you to our sponsors. The Mascaro Family Foundation is our presenting sponsor and will be through the year 2022. They generously agreed to a 5-year commitment to help us create a world without ALS. And a big thank you to each of our committed sponsors: Laurel Medical Solutions, Interim Healthcare, Jen Daco Construction, First National Bank, Deloitte, Quantum Rehab, New Motion Foundation, MT Pharma America, Per Mobile Foundation. There are still sponsorship opportunities available if your company is interested, so please feel free to reach out to Christy or the staff for any information. During the presentation today, you will hear from Christy Marsili, the Director of Development, Amy Hackemer, the Development Manager, Jenna McEwen, the Development Associate, and my fellow committee member and team captain of Scooter's Bunch, Lindsay Littorini. To kick things off, we will hear a special message from Bob Kelly. Bob is one of the founders of our chapter, and he coordinated the very first Walk to Defeat ALS in the country 28 years ago. That walk happened right here in Pittsburgh. He has walked every year since, and he hopes we all can continue walking and growing this event each year.
My name is Bob Kelly, and I am one of the founding members of the Western Pennsylvania chapter of the ALS Association. 28 years ago, we started a Walk to Defeat ALS here in Pittsburgh. At that time, we had approximately 100 people at the walk. Over the years, this walk has been adopted by the national organization, and today we have thousands of people walking all over the country. This has been a difficult time due to the COVID-19 virus, but we still need all of your help to raise funds to provide the services that we do for people with ALS and their families. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. And now to the main event. Christy Marsili, Director of Development, will go over the past, present, and importance of the Walk to Defeat ALS.
As Bob mentioned, the very first Walk to Defeat ALS happened here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh made ALS awareness and funding a priority here in Pittsburgh, which then launched a national movement to end ALS. Every year, we continue to grow. Every year, we continue to be innovative. But last year, you guys really blew it out of the water. We raised over $590,000. We had 2,300 walkers and close to 200 teams, which made us the 5th largest walk in the country. So congratulations to you all, and thank you so much for your support and dedication. I want to give a huge shout out to our top 2019 teams. They went above and beyond to really rally each other and raise the most money for those living with ALS in our 2019 year. And to those individuals that took it upon themselves to stand out from the crowd as a leader in the community to be our 2019 top fundraisers. So a huge congratulations and thank you to all of those folks. But it's not just our top teams and fundraisers that make the difference. It is every one of us working together. We are so grateful for each and every one of you that support our walk and help drive our mission forward. With the $590,000 that we all raised last year, we were able to better serve our ALS community. We increased the number of respite care hours we provided, added more equipment to our loan closet, and generously supported the ALS clinics here in Western PA. And again, that's all possible because of all of you. So now in 2020, 2021, or 2020, we got it. I know what year it is. Wishing it was 2021, I guess, but we're here now. We have new priorities, same mission, but we really need your help to continue on because ALS doesn't stop and neither can we. It's a difficult year, but for those living with ALS, they're relying on our support and services, and we're not going to let them down. So it's our mission to continue growing this event, continue being innovative, and continue to set the tone for the rest of the country that, ALS needs to end. Pittsburgh is a leader in this, and we want to continue showing that leadership. So I'm going to pass it on over to Amy and Jenna to go over all the new and exciting changes for 2020. But before I do that, I want to give a huge shout out to our Pittsburgh Walk committee for working overtime to really make this a special event for all of you. So huge shout out to all of them. You're going to see them in our breakout sessions, which will be later in our presentation. But please say thank you and work with that. And let's pass it over to Amy and Jenna.
Thanks so much, Christy. So now on to reveal our big news for 2020. We've been working hard with our walk committee to come up with a walk plan that's going to be safe for all of our patients living with ALS and our entire ALS community. We all know what we're up against this year. It's been a little bit tricky, but we've done our best to come up with a fun opportunity that provides that sense of community that the walk always does and helps us raise the funds needed for families living with ALS. That's our main goal here. So without further ado, a little drum roll. The Pittsburgh Walk to Defeat ALS is coming to your neighborhood. So each team captain will have the chance to host their own mini walk to defeat ALS for their team. We know that this is a big change from our gathering at the point, but we're here to help you through this. 2 weeks before walk day, we're going to send you a walk kit full of all of the essentials that you need to inspire your big day. There will be items to let your neighborhood know what's going on, like sidewalk chalk to write messages on your street, and customizable door hangers that you can hang on all of your neighbors' doors to let them know what's going on, invite them to the party, and maybe even get a few donations for your page. We're going to send you some of your favorite walk day traditions too. So in your kit is going to be items like your unlocked lanyards and some kids activities, some things to keep everyone having a good time, and even your very own red start line ribbon, because it wouldn't be a walk without a start line. So Gemma, do you want to tell us a little bit more what walk day is going to look like?
Absolutely, Amy. First and foremost, please don't feel overwhelmed. The idea is with your team's comfort in mind. So plan the walk, invite who you're comfortable with, how many people you're comfortable with. If you have a larger team, feel free to have several mini walks. Again, this is all about your team's comfort level. You can choose your location that works best for you. You can walk at a park, take a lap around your neighborhood, or one of our teams is even going to be walking on the beach this year. So just like at the point, we'll go live with opening ceremonies at 10 a.m. on walk day. If your team can't get together on the 12th, you can reach out to me and I can get you a pre-recorded portion to show at your event. Remember, this is your chance to be creative. Make the day even more special. Just be sure to share all those special memories with us on our chapter's social media. Now, to get everyone a little bit more motivated, our 2020 incentives. Teams that raise $1,000 will find specials to local vendors in their walk kits and get a shout out on our Thinkathon. If your team raises $2,500, you'll get those same incentives, plus the team banner. Raise $5,000, we'll add a special staff surprise. And for our teams that raise $10,000 or more, you'll receive those incentives, plus we'll stream live from your event on walk day and arrange a post-walk dessert. Who doesn't like dessert? Keep in mind, your team will need to meet that $2,500 level by August 1st for your team banner. Now on to t-shirts. So first, you all are the first to get the sneak peek at our 2020 shirt design. And there is an update on t-shirt distribution. To allocate as much of our funding to patient services and to keep our costs down, we're aiming to minimize our t-shirt order. Instead of a large bulk order, we're going to, once a walk participant hits their $90 fundraising goal, we'll send out a survey. You can then opt into a t-shirt order and confirm your size with us. And in order to have your shirts on walk day, You'll have to meet the fundraising minimum and fill out that form by August 1st. So I know we just threw a lot of new information at you. The good news is our mentor meetings are coming back. Lindsay Litterini of Scooter's Bunch and Amber Letters of the Go-Getters to Bob Letters will be hosting meetings throughout the summer to help teams with any walk and fundraising questions. Lindsay, do you want to tell us a little bit more about those meetings this summer?
There we go. Hi, everyone. I didn't know how to accept the unmute, but I'm really excited to meet with everyone at all the mentor meetings. It's a great opportunity to learn about the other teams and why we're all walking, share fundraising ideas, and to keep up to date on walk day information. I think it says there that our first meeting is going to be June 27th, and we are planning for that to be in a Zoom style, much like today. So hopefully you'll be able to make it there with us next week and throughout the summer. And if not, we're happy to meet with you in individual settings as well. The recap of today's meeting will be sent out on Tuesday, so you can find the RSVP list there.
Thank you, Lindsay. But you don't have to wait for those mentor meetings to start your fundraising. You can kick it off today with these 3 tried and true methods. Send emails to let everyone know about the walk. You can include some of the changes from today and let them know about your fundraising goals. You can put pen to paper, send a letter to your friends and family, and it's never been easier to start a Facebook fundraiser right from your participant center. So let's take a break. Christy and Amy, are there any questions in the chat that we can answer now?
I don't have any questions yet.
How's everybody feeling? Can I get some thumbs up? We good? You guys liking the change? Awesome. We're going to go into small little groups now, a breakout session, so that we can kind of brainstorm some ideas and bounce some thoughts off of each other and get a game plan started. So we're going to break out now, and then when we come back, we're going to have a special message from a local celebrity. We're going to give out some prizes and give the top highlights from each session group. So make sure you come up with some great ideas, and we'll be sharing those when we come back. All right, see you soon. Let's go around and kind of give the top ideas or any big questions that you all had. In mine, we had a great idea of doing a backyard bonfire later on the 12th, so that sounds exciting. One of our teams is going to reach out to their neighborhood Facebook group, ask them to join and participate in their efforts. And Michelle wanted the little We Walk For flags incorporated in the walk kits, and I do think we have plenty of those to include. If not, we'll figure something else out. Great ideas. I also had a lot of orders or a lot of questions about t-shirts and bulk ordering. Were you guys getting those questions too? Okay, well, we are still going to figure that out. We don't have that nailed down yet, so we got to work with our t-shirt company, and we'll get more answers on how we're going to work that out. But we're really encouraging everyone that wants a t-shirt to register and raise $90 by August 1st. So let's take it over to Ryan. What was your group talking about?
Yeah, so we had some really good ideas that came out. One of the things I'm giving us homework team was to compile a list of food trucks that people might be able to invite out to their local area. So there are already a couple of different names that were thrown out, so I'll make sure we reconnect with the folks in my group. Hugh's crew has already gotten a shelter at a local park near their home, and so they're planning on doing a walk in Buell Park up in Mercer County where they live. So they're going to actually host their own mini walk in the community. Joe Del Buso was telling us a little bit about, he's looking at the local high school and a local park where he might do it. He's planning on hosting a continental breakfast and doing some basket raffles as well. So he's really taking it all out there. And then Barb mentioned that her team is looking at doing a pickup baseball game the day of the walk, which is really a lot of fun. So lots of really good ideas, but I'm really excited about the food truck idea. And so I promised my team that we will get on that. Oh, and one more thing, I thought this was a great idea. Christy mentioned that she's going to look into renting out her community pool and inviting her team to go there later in the day. And then people who aren't on her team might have to do a small donation to come in.
Love it, love it. Joe, I assume there's going to be adult beverages at your little party, and I will join. Since Joe is bringing them at the walk.
Sorry, Chris, there's a lot of interference on the air. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
No, no, that's okay. I was calling out for bringing mimosas to the walk.
Yes.
All right. Amy, what was your group talking about?
So in our group, we had a couple of really good ideas. We talked a lot about what each of our teams was thinking about doing. Some don't have ideas yet. Some are ready to run. We've got Team Father Dennis, a rep from there, Debbie, on our group. So they are going to probably do their walk in the church parking lot, which makes a lot of sense for them. And it's a great opportunity to get their whole team together. We talked about brainstorming some fundraising ideas. So can we maybe do t-shirt sales through Custom Ink, which is a website that you can buy t-shirts through, or we reinforce the idea that this year, what we've seen through our chapter and through other chapters is if we get our peer-to-peer fundraisers, like you, all of you, to get your teams engaged and asking for donations, people are giving. So just make the ask. Sometimes that's the easiest way to go. Third-party events can be a little tricky this year when we're doing the fundraisers leading up to the walk with all the restrictions, but keep in mind that making that ask is a great way to get those donations. We have another team, Jess Kozak's just going to have a party that she was going to have after the walk anyway. So we're coming to that one too. I want to come to everybody's walks, by the way. And then we also mentioned some things to add into the box, making sure we had enough of our wristbands for all the kiddos on the team because they love those. Wristbands are already planning to be included. And then some of our car magnets so we can keep spreading the word around the neighborhood. And the one thing we talked about that I wanted to make sure everyone knew was pictures. So we are doing a Google Drive link that you will be able to upload your photos to so that we can see everything that happened at your walk and then use those pictures to talk about it next year, and everybody can share and look through those. So we'll send out a link to that. It'll be as simple as click and drag and upload your pictures right onto that. You should even be able to do it from your phone. But I think that's all our team had. Does anyone have anything else? Great.
I mean, actually, our group talked about community, that they were missing that with hosting their own mini walk, just seeing all the different teams. So we're hoping that the photo share drive is going to help with that, and using the hashtag ALSPGH walk on the 12th or whenever your walk is, so everyone can kind of tune in and see what each other's doing. So make sure you follow us on all of our social platforms so we can make sure we stay connected throughout the walk season and on walk day. Jenna, what was going on in your group?
Yeah, we actually, even with the 2-minute warning, we still got cut off in our group as well. Stephanie brought up the fact signs that we have along the walk route and how if we could incorporate that somehow into our boxes, that would be a really neat idea. And I love it. We everyone was really excited about the fact that we can take our teams and spread ALS awareness all over Western Pennsylvania this year. Stephanie Evans brought up contacting her EMS and fire department and maybe having them come along since they've been really active this year at birthday parties. Good point that was made, if you're walking along a roadway, please contact your local police department or borough police department. They may come along and actually block the route for you. So they'll at least probably get traffic around you, hopefully. We also talked about the fact that it doesn't just have to be a walk. You could do, like Christy and Amy mentioned with some of their teams, you could have a party, a scavenger hunt at a golf course if that works out for you, like Scooter's Bunch was talking about. One of our teams is doing a Zumbathon. So it's really your turn to get creative this year. And we're here to help if you guys have anything. If you need any in-kind letters, that was something that was brought up, or want something from our stationery, just telling your borough about the event, please let us know. We're more than happy to get that to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenna. And lastly, Lindsay, what was going on in your group?
Hey, everyone. Sounds like we had a lot of common themes going on, talking about keeping up the camaraderie through social media sharing, the photos, of course, being a big thing. Leading into that with some tech challenge concerns, which I also have. So I think the team's really going to work really hard, like they are doing a great job today, as always, to make everybody comfortable with that. and make it available so that you can do the walk at your own pace. Dave from Father Dennis's team mentioned a popsicle walk being an idea that they do over the 4th of July, but how can they change that theme a little bit for a September walk, knowing Pittsburgh weather could be a concern. And then they were also going to be, like you said, Amy, walking in the church parking lot possibly. And what I thought he brought a good point up about eliminating the barrier that is coming down to the point. So embracing that, which was fabulous perspective on the whole thing. And things for the walk kit, ribbons for the bicycles and wagons, decorations, kind of like a little parade, if you will. The cash cans to hopefully gain some extra fundraising along the way. And then those lawn signs, Janine and Brett brought up being helpful for people to learn more about the facts and figures about ALS. So yeah, thanks for sharing, everyone. Hopefully I got everybody's ideas shared.
Awesome, thank you. If anybody else has any ideas or questions before we end, please put them in the chat and we'll try to get to that if we have time. So now I want to send us over to view a special message from our local celebrity, Selena Pompiani. Selena, I got to read her bio because she's so accomplished. Selena is an Emmy award-winning television personality, Pittsburgh native, and contributor for Pittsburgh Today Live and KDKA TV's morning traffic anchor. She's also an on-camera host for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Selena heard about what we were doing with the walk changes and just wanted to offer some encouragement and support. So pass it over to Selena.
Hey Pittsburgh Walk to Defeat ALS, Selena Pompiani here. I hope all of you are doing well. I wanted to wish you the best of luck in hosting your own mini walks this year. Things will definitely be different. I wish that we could be together at Point State Park, but I know that all of you will do a great job hosting your walks on your own, and you will continue to support and raise money and continue to fight for a cure. So make sure that you take photos and videos all day long and tag the chapter, and I'll be sure to watch live on the broadcast, and I'll be cheering all of you on. Let's go unlock ALS. Great work, everybody. We'll see you later.
Thanks for that message, Selena. And let's get to the exciting part. Jeff, you want to give out some prizes? Woo!
If I could unmute myself quickly, yes. I was so excited I couldn't find the unmute. So thank you all so much for really rising to the challenge over the past couple of weeks. It was pretty close with our fundraising challenge, but raising over $1,100 in just 2 weeks. Our fundraising winner and recipient of this walk cup and a Starbucks gift card and a rally towel. Oh, it's upside down. Is Amber Letters from the Go-Getters for Bob Letters. She couldn't join us today. She had something come up last minute, but I will send it out to her. And then our winner for participation, all of you are in a wonderful spinner. Actually, Nicole from Scooter's Bunch, you are the winner of a Walk to Defeat ALS cup. Thank you so much for all of your participation today and for taking time out of your Saturday to join us on this beautiful day in Pittsburgh. So now we're going to do those unlock poll results. And as you can see, we're all affected by ALS in different ways. And each color represents our connection and role to unlocking ALS. Yellow for our ALS heroes, blue for our teams walking in honor, white for those teams walking in memory of a loved one, and red to support the fight against ALS. My favorite part now of our kickoff is when we can share our unique stories, wearing the yellow lanyard and one of our ALS heroes, and one of our newest team captains, Fred Abercrombie from the Wild Bunch. He shared his story with us and asked that I read it all to you. So Fred says, ALS has made an impact on my life rather quickly. From late July 2019, when I first noticed that something was up, until confirmed diagnosis in late October. Mine is bulbar onset, so mobility is not yet affected. However, speech, eating, and breathing is. I am very fortunate that the VA recognized that ALS is a service-related disease, and they have been great with both medically and financially. However, there are many patients who are going this alone, so I have several reasons as to why I wish to walk. One, to raise awareness. I knew very little about ALS till it became part of mine and my family's life. With awareness comes support. Two, raising funds to support research in hopes that a cure can be found. Third, supporting our local ALS chapter to permit them to continue to support patients with all that the organization does. This disease is very consuming physically, emotionally, and financially. My voice might be silenced, but I can be seen and heard. I really want to take a second to thank Fred so much for allowing me to share that with all of you. Just so profound, and thank you again so much, Fred. Now I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie Evans, our team captain of Bobby K's Brigade. Stephanie, do you want to take yourself off mute and share with us?
Can I just do join audio?
There you are.
Yep. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Okay, very good. I'm a new person too. As of last year, I got involved because I was so moved by what the Western PA ALS Association was doing for my brother, Bob. He began to have difficulty walking in 2017, 2018, and after a visit to Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, AGH, he was diagnosed with ALS, PLS. So I walk for him. I walk, number one, because I can walk. I have legs, and I think it's the least I can do to support him as well as everybody else that's fighting with this challenge. I walk to show support for everyone that's facing this challenge, everyone that's going through struggles. I walk to show support for them. I walk to make a statement to the community and to educate the community about ALS. A lot of people have no idea what ALS is, and just asking for that donation, telling them about it, telling them who is suffering with this. Every person you speak with speaks with someone else, and it just proliferates the information. So I walk to make that statement to educate the community and to educate everyone that I come in contact with. I walk to show support for the ALS Association, who has provided so much to my brother and to everyone else that's involved with this. Not only in the form of equipment, he's received walkers, wheelchairs, stair chairs, assistance with all kinds of things. And not only has he received equipment, even more importantly, the emotional support he has received from this group of people has been amazing. And it's so appreciated. So I walk to show support for our local ALS group. I walk to try to get more donation for this group. So that they can continue to support not only my brother, but everybody else who is involved. I walk to support the ALS Association so that they can continue to lobby and do all of the other unseen things that they do that a lot of people don't know about. And I walk so that in the future, things will get better. And I'm going to get emotional. I did this all on a fluke. I had no clue what I was even doing last year. I told my brother that we would walk because Mr. Letizia told us about the walk. I got online to register myself as a walker. And before I got offline, I was a team captain. I freaked out because I didn't even tell my brother what I was doing. And I called Jenna and said, I think I've made a mistake. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. And she very lovingly encouraged me to keep going. If I have trouble, they will help. And sure enough, they did. It's so easy to do this and so easy to get people to help you. If you just open your mouth, do some online things, do the ask, as Jenna said. And so I'm hoping that we can get a lot of more people involved this year to proliferate the information, get more money, and eventually find a cure. that's why I walk.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. You're going to make me weepy.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I do still remember that very first phone conversation too. So now we'd love to hear from Kathleen Bowser from Bowser Mechanics.
Hi, I'm talking about why I walk with my white lantern. We walk in memory. Sorry, I'm going to try to get through this without crying. My dad was diagnosed in 2015 around Labor Day, and our first walk was in 2016. My dad was actually one of the very fortunate patients with ALS because God took him before he's completely succumbed to the disease. My dad passed away in 2018, but we still continue to walk to this day, and we're even fundraising ideas and trying to find ways to continue to keep walking with our white lanterns. Our white lanyards. We even got his first grandson, a shirt that says Bowser Mechanics, because our goal is that no matter what, we're going to keep my dad's memory alive, and that way we will continue to walk and walk and walk until our feet hurts, and that nobody else ever has to put a white lanyard on again. That the white lanyards will be gone, and only those yellow and blue ones, and hopefully someday have a red lanyard, I keep saying lantern, I'm sorry, lanyard or some color that shows that I've survived ALS and I have recovered. So we will continue walking until we have a fourth lanyard color for those that have beat ALS and we have defeated it. And I just want to say that when my dad was battling this disease, we could not have done it without the support from the chapter. With the caretaker meetings and the special utensils to help him hold his fork, and the constant just going to one doctor's appointment and meeting everybody for him and getting it done, and the calls and the phone calls and the meetings with people that always just checked up even on us to make sure we were okay. You're not just a chapter, you're all angels in disguise. And we can't just thank you enough for constantly being there to help my dad and to help us during his disease and after. And I can't thank you to everybody that shared their story today. I hope someday you never have to have a white lanyard. So we'll keep walking until this little guy does not have to wear a white lanyard. Thank you for asking me to share my story today.
Thank you so much for that. This is my favorite part, but this is also my emotional part. Christy Kolarsik from the University of Pittsburgh Brain Institute is our walking in support of Christy. Do you want to send us off?
Sure, and I just want to thank everybody. I'm all emotional already, so I'll just try to keep it brief because you guys all said just so many wonderful things. So we walk as a team because we believe in research, because research is the hope that we can provide that one day, as Kathleen said, we don't need new white lanyards. And as a researcher at the University of Pittsburgh, that's what my professional goals are, to understand ALS and to find ways to defeat it. We believe in advocacy because there's so much that we can do and so much awareness that we can bring via telling our elected officials how important ALS is to us. And most importantly, we believe in the people. When we started walking, we didn't have a direct connection. It was through my research, and now we have this amazing family of people that we love and care for so incredibly much, and we will always walk as well to show our support, to honor and remember all of the people that have meant so much to us. So we're looking forward to being with all of you in all of our special locations, but that's why we walk.
Thank you, Christy. I think we have a little special message from another Kolarsik that we'd like to share.
Mr. Chip is my ALS hero, and I want to be ALS for him.
That's too cute. Thank you, Fred, Stephanie, Caitlin, Christy, and Barrett for sharing Why You Walk with us. So I think as you all know, the ALS Walk to Defeat is our largest annual gathering of the ALS community here in Western Pennsylvania. And while this year we won't be concentrating that gathering in one spot, we're going to take our message and our need to support people living with ALS to our neighborhoods. This year is an opportunity to bring even more people into our community. Because even if we aren't together this year, I know that we're all #ALS in this together. We hope to continue this conversation at our mentor meetings that are coming up, so please plan to join us for one of those sessions, which again start next Saturday. An RSVP link will be sent out to everyone on today's call with the recording of the presentation. So please share this out with your teams and help raise the excitement for our 2020 Pittsburgh Walk to Defeat ALS. Please let Jenna, Christy, Amy, or me know how we can help you. Thanks again for joining us today, and everyone have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everyone.